Dream's new song, Roadtrip, is out early, and I could not be more pumped. I want to check this out. I want to be able to tell you if Dream could be on the radio in 2021. Let's get into it. Welcome back, friends, and a special welcome to all the new friends out there. I'm YoBGS, and when I'm not here, I'm actually doing radio at a pop music station where I do a lot of the music organization, adding songs, dropping songs, and I actually have the morning show on that station as well. So I kind of know a thing or two when it comes to judging music and if it's going to be a good fit for pop radio. And when Dream announced that he was putting out a song, Roadtrip, with PmBata, I think that's the way you pronounce PmBata's name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but I knew I had to check it out. I was going to listen with my critical radio ear the same way I listened to YoBGS, your new boyfriend, and I wanted to be able to tell you if Dream should be on the radio. In fact, I'm going to go one farther today, friends. If you, through this video, get this channel to, well, I'm putting my career on the line here. If you get this channel to 100,000 subs, no way that's ever going to happen. I will play this song on the radio regardless of what it sounds like. I'm ready to make that move. So, my friends, let's get into it. Dream's new song, Roadtrip. All right, really quick, this channel's gotten a ton of momentum lately, so apart from that 100K sub bet, if you dig what I'm doing, make sure you're subscribed and you tell a friend about it as well, because I love doing videos like these. Now, in case you missed the YoBGS video, I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for here. First thing is length. This song's 2:14. That actually works in Dream and PmBata's favor because right now a lot of songs are trending towards shorter run times. So a shorter song, I'm all about. It makes it easier to fit in, easier to schedule, all that kind of stuff. Second thing I'm going to be looking for is language. I don't want to be a bad boy Halo here, but bad words, you kind of got to edit out. And if the artists don't want to do edited versions, that sort of ends up being a roadblock. Third thing I'm looking for is tempo. It's a personal thing. We've got a lot of slow breakup songs right now. We've got like Gabby Barrett, I Hope. Over on the country station, we've got Ingrid Andress. There's just a lot of really slow. Justin Bieber's Lonely. I know it's not a breakup song, but there are a lot of slow songs on the radio right now. So I need some tempo. I need something that's going to make me dance. I need something that's going to make me happy. From the clip I heard, it sounds like Dream's doing that. Dream's going the AJR vibe. George Ezra, if you know George Ezra. I'll be interested to see if there's like horns in this song, but I'm very pumped for it. And the reason that this is taking so long, friends, is a lot of you in the YoBGS video pointed out maybe I shouldn't pause so much in the middle of the song, so I figured I'd lay everything out ahead of time. That way you know what I'm looking for going into it. Although you've probably already seen this by now. Let's get into it. Okay. Well, all right, so first of all, I know I'm already pausing and going back. It's clean. They cut it out. That's perfectly fine. If you look at Pink's Raise Your Glass, we edit out a lot of that song. Maroon 5's Payphone is heavily edited, so that's pretty good.
People change like the tides in the ocean. At least I think, or am I dead wrong? Foot on the brake, got the light, I'll notice. I sit and wait until the next song.
Okay, I'm already going back here. I know I'm going back on all my plans, but one of the criticisms I was going to have about Dream going into this song, if you are thinking about Dream's voice and what could make him a good singer or a bad singer, is that he actually has a similar problem to me. When you get really pumped up, your voice drops out, and it can kind of be bad for singing because if you're holding notes and your voice is cutting out on you, that's not going to work. I know Dream had said that he'd gone through a lot of vocal coaching. There's a little bit of processing on this, but this is like real. I'm going back to the beginning, friends. We're going back to the beginning because it's solid. I'm liking it so far. I was already snapping my fingers, so I'm kind of on board right now.
People change like the tides in the ocean. At least I think, or am I dead wrong? Foot on the brake, got the light, I'll notice. I sit and wait until the next song.
Okay.
20 hours in an old van up the East Coast through the cold wind. Drove 20 hours by the ocean up the East Coast. What a road trip. Now that interstate is paved with memories of a past life I lived when I was 18.
All right, I'm going back to when it kicks in again. I know I'm going to get some hate for all of this, but this is actually what we do at the radio station. If there's a song we're conflicted on, we go back to when things kick in. We go back to when they kick out. I like the seg, the Drove 20 Hours by the Ocean, that sets up the drop. It's a really valid, it's something people can relate to. You also think about what your listeners can relate to. Everyone's been through that moment where they've had a breakup or a situation where they're sad, and you just go for a drive. I've heard stories about some of my friends in Ohio. They would drive to Illinois because, when you get depressed, you get in that car and you go. And it's usually on the interstate, flat land, tunnel vision, hours and hours and hours. So it's reasonable to understand that if he were broken up, that he could be driving alongside the ocean. It's wild because it's a breakup song, but it's a summer vibe, and I'm kind of behind it right now.
Ocean of the East Coast, what a road trip. Now that interstate is paved with memories of a past life I lived when I was 18. And every winter I think back to what we used to be. In that past life we lived at 18.
All right. So honestly, if we were listening to this at the radio station, we'd cut it here. And we would probably say, add it. Now, there are a lot of factors that go into that. I don't want everybody to immediately run out and say Dream's going to be on the radio, because I live in a smaller area. So the problem is, to get a song mainstream play, it has to be in Chicago. It has to be in Indianapolis. It has to be in St. Louis. I'm kind of giving you an idea where I am. I'm in the middle of all these places, like Green Bay. It's got to make it to the bigger markets. But in this era of digital sales, where you can run a song's sales up just by listening to it online, that counts toward Billboard sales. I think you are going to make it so that radio stations cannot avoid this song. Nor should they. By the way, at least through this first part, at least through this first Dream part, I don't know if Dream's coming back in. What I would say about this to this point is 1,000%. This can be on the radio. In a world where Olivia Rodrigo and Driver's License, that's like a 4-minute slow song. And I'm not knocking Olivia Rodrigo, but I would much rather listen to this. I think my listeners who are a little bit older than I am, some of them have kids. Actually, a lot of them probably have kids who know who Dream is. So I think they want to think back to when they were 18. You don't want to think back to the one that got away, but those simpler times, even if it was a relationship that just broke up because you went to different colleges, those simpler times, those fun times, those cruising on the beach type of vibes, even if they're not the best of memories, this song makes you feel something right away. Even if you're just listening to the beat, bopping along in the car, that counts. If you're listening to the lyrics, you realize there's a little bit more to it. That counts too. So I am on board. Now, I know Dream sent me stuff. I know, full disclosure, that's a thing. But I'm digging this. In fact, this is a little bit better than Wilbur because, one, no profanity, and two, I think it appeals to a wider audience than the saga of being with an e-girl. Unfortunately, I still love Wilbur, but we got to see where this goes, friends.
Reminisce about a past life. Things change, I get it, cause nothing lasts right. Yeah, and I was thinking about it last night. Scrolling through our memories, debating about it last times. Ay, for a minute, we was cool, then we flew just a little too close to the sun. Now we finished, now we through. Guess we knew one day we would have to grow up. 20 hours in an old Ford.
Okay, we're back to the bridge here. The rap verse is fine. This is honestly reminding me a lot of, I'm getting like Juice WRLD vibes, maybe a little bit like DaBaby. I'm trying to think of some other people that get in and get out kind of with those. Chance the Rapper, almost a little bit in Justin Bieber's Holy. You got kind of that interplay, that back and forth. So I'm thinking that's cool. I know it sounds weird, right? But we have to take that into account too when we schedule music, because where we live, like you need a country song, you need a rap song, you need a pop song, like a dance song. Honestly, you know what? Do any of you know Danny Gonzalez? I would imagine you do. This kind of is like if Danny Gonzalez tried to be serious. That's sort of what this reminds me of. It almost reminds me of like early Post Malone, sort of. There's a lot of there's a lot of different vibes right now, and they're all good that are in this song. Like, Dream, okay, I know these pauses have gotten a little extensive. You know how Dream talked about studying the YouTube algorithm, and everyone says he's like an algorithm god because he broke the system and things like that? This shows that he took that and applied it to music, I think. Because it's a lot of what is popular now, which would mean when he recorded this, it had to be a lot of what was coming up at the time. But he had a story he wanted to tell, and he's doing a really good job of telling it up to this point. It's not a song about Minecraft. Big props there. It's a legit song, and I'm about it. Snap track is a plus. Biggest thing for me, biggest props I'm giving in this song is that Dream's voice translated so much better than I think anybody could have hoped it would. Leave a comment down below if you were surprised by this. I don't want to say positively surprised, but not even knowing really the genre of song that they were going to go for. This is huge. Like, this is, I really enjoy it, and I'm sure the Dream Simp comments are already rolling in, but when a YouTuber makes music, I think all of us as YouTubers kind of take a look, and we're like, wait, what's going on here? And this, look at Jake Paul, those types. This doesn't make YouTubers look bad. This makes YouTubers look good. This makes YouTubers look talented. PmBata's verse was right on. Dream's chorus, I want to listen to Dream's chorus again. Because if you think about, if you're, again, a fan of the Dream SMP, you remember the times that he yells, the times that he makes ultimatums, the times he gets really into it. And you can hear those little breaks, those little dropouts, those things that ultimately could, ultimately would make people be like, I don't know about this. They're gone. I don't know what he was practicing. I don't know what he was doing. But my goodness. It stays soft. It stays in the wheelhouse. He's not trying to do too much. He's just right where he needs to be. And that is, again, better than a lot of people that you see that try and do everything right away to prove something to someone. This is a vibe, man. This is a good vibe. And I just looked at my runtime, turned a 2-minute song into a 15-minute video. Look, I do this every week. I've done this with probably thousands of songs at this point. You have to listen to them. You have to break down all the pieces. And admittedly, I included some other stuff in there for some folks who may be, into a critical analysis of Dream's song. It cut out a little bit early, which is fine. That the automation will pick that up. I might cut out, the little intro, but I think this is good. I think this is great. I definitely think you could hear this on the radio, more so than your new boyfriend. I had to do a lot of justification to say your new boyfriend could be on the radio. This, I think, can be on the radio. Again, if this channel, YoBGS, hits 100,000 subs, I'm playing it on the radio. I'm recording myself doing it, and I'm posting it on this channel. You can hold me to that, my friends. But that being said, where is it? I'm trying to think of where it would be weak. I would say maybe Dream could have come back in for a third verse. I just like my songs to be high 2s, low 3s in terms of runtime. So there could have been a little bit more to it. I don't think that would have hurt it at all. But that's good, right? You want to leave a party too early instead of too late because it makes you want more. You want to listen to more Dream, and that is ultimately from a debut song what you want. Again, you drive this. If this gets a lot of sales, if this gets a lot of listens, radio stations will not be able to ignore this. I can tell you this, as soon as I finish this video, I'm sending this to my boss. I'm sending this to the other DJs at the station. I'm going to be like, look, this is good. We need to consider this when we start talking about music, probably in 2 weeks, because the music we play is a little bit behind the curve. So probably in about 2 weeks. But I think I've ranted enough here. I absolutely want this to be on the radio. I'm hoping that's what we get from it. So take care, my friends. And as always, I will see you for the Salty Runback. Whew, that was good.